Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Can I have your resume, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vikram, introduce yourself.
Good morning, sir. I am Vikram. I am from Karnool. I have recently graduated from S University in the stream of BCom Computer Application, and I have completed the courses in SP Global Solution, manual testing, automation, API using Postman and REST Assured API, and I have learned a language Core Java. And coming to my project, I have done a project on e-commerce application which is used to check the end-to-end testing, and we have written the test cases and test scenarios. By looking towards the SRS document, we have written test scenarios and test case. Test scenario is nothing but what to do in one unique way. Test case is nothing but what to do step by step. And we have written automation script also for doing the testing, and for the module wise checking we have written the automation script. This is about myself.
Okay, you are good at manual testing and automation.
Yes, sir.
So, what is meant by manual testing?
Sir, manual testing is nothing but writing the test cases and converting them into the by manually checking them, sir. And by using the Excel, we are writing the test cases, and by a bug tracking tool, we have using Jira tool for the bug tracking purpose. And the main motto of the manual testing is to produce the project 99%. There is no 100% in testing.
Okay, what is meant by SDLC?
SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. It is used to achieve 100% software product, and in this we have 7 phases: kickoff meeting, software requirement gathering, software planning analysis, software designing, software development, software testing, and software deployment and maintenance. In kickoff meeting we will discuss the requirements of we will discuss the who should be initiate the project, and who should be the team lead, and who should be the project manager. And in requirements we will gather the requirements, and we will plan where should we do and when should be done. And in designing we will design a document. There are 2 types of document: BRS and SRS document. BRS is nothing but business requirement specification, and SRS is nothing but software requirement specification. And in development the code will be written by the developer, and in testing team will be testing which has been developed code by the developer. And deployment is nothing but release, and maintenance is nothing but when the any updates or any failures coming from the end user. At that time the maintenance team should catch up, and they should get back to the team manager or consulting team lead to resolve it or to update any things.
Okay, what is the advantages of Agile methodology?
Agile methodology is nothing but it is a not plan driven methodology. It is a value driven methodology, and in Agile methodology there are intermediate checkpoints are available, and in Agile methodology we can revert back at any time, and we can and it is suitable for long term project also. And the main advantage of Agile compared to V model and Agile is older models and Agile is we can revert back in Agile anytime, and in waterfall model we cannot revert back at any time.
Okay, what is functional testing and non-functional testing?
Functional testing is nothing but checking the client requirements as per his norms or not. And non-functional is checking that checking nothing but business requirements, business futures are as per his norms or not. And in functional testing we have smoke testing, sanity testing, positive testing, negative, and regression retesting. And the mainly smoke is done to check the stability of build, and when the build is stable only then we go through the sanity testing. And positive negative with positive inputs and negative inputs. And retesting is done after any bug is assigned, and again the developer has sent back to us. At the time retesting is done. Regression is done when we developed any new feature in the existing project. At that time we may check the old module, old features, and we may check the impact area, how the other modules are working or not. This is about that.
Uh, what is meant by test scenarios?
Test scenarios is nothing but what to do in one unique way, and test scenarios will be based on the SRS document. We may create the test scenario based on SRS document. SRS document contains three things: screenshots, functional workflow, and flow diagrams. By looking these three, we may create the scenario and we may write the test cases for them.
Okay. What is meant by automation testing?
Mainly the automation testing is used to overcome the regression testing in manual. The main challenges has been faced during manual testing is regression testing. Regression testing is more time consuming, and the member of people will be taking time, and the should be 4 to 3 members. And while writing the script of automation, that there will be one tester who may write the script and who may automate the regression testing. And to overcome the manual testing, the regression testing is done.
Okay. What is the difference between absolute and relative XPath?
Sir, absolute is nothing but it transfer from child to next step and next step, and relative it is nothing but it will navigate from parent to any child, sir.
Okay. Okay. Could you explain about screenshot in automation?
Yes, sir. Screenshot is nothing but dummy visuals for taking the proof of the bug which has been arrived in the running project. And for that we are using take screenshot interface. It is not there in the WebDriver interface. We are typecasting it and we are taking the take screenshot interface, and in the take screenshot interface we have get screenshot as method, and by that get screenshot as method we can take the screenshot, and we have to store it in a source file and destination file, and we have to use files class for storing the source and destination file, and we can easily store the screenshot in our desktop.
Okay. What is the drawback of a keys class?
Sir, the main drawback of keys class is we cannot add special characters in that, sir. Why? Because it will be applicable for only the numeric values or alphabetical values. It may be not applicable for special characters like at the rate, exclamatory, and etc. etc.
Okay. You know the test engine?
Yes, sir, I know that.
Okay. What is the advantages of test engine?
Sir, the mainly test engine is known as unit testing tool, and the unit testing tool is mainly used to generate the emailable report while running the program. And in test engine we may run the multiple test cases at a time. In Java it is not possible, and in Java the emailable report also not possible. In test engine we may run the emailable report, and by using test engine the unit testing we can give the feedback to the customer at any time.
Okay. What is meant by parallel execution?
Sir, parallel execution is mainly done in the test engine, sir. While simultaneously at a time we can open the two browsers and we can check that, sir. It is mainly used to check for the globalization testing, sir. Why? Because the globalization testing requires our website is standard for all the browsers or not.
Okay. What is meant by data-driven frameworks?
Sir, data-driven framework is nothing but we are fetching the data by using external files like Apache POI and properties file, sir. And properties file we are using file input stream class and properties class to load that, and we are using load method, and in that we may have some methods get property method. By that we may get the properties. By giving the keys we can get the values of the property file, sir.
Okay. What is meant by synchronization?
Sir, synchronization is nothing but wait, sir. And we have two types of synchronization: static and dynamic. Static it is coming from Java wait, sir, and dynamic it is coming from dynamic we have two weights, sir, implicit weight and explicit weight. Implicit weight is nothing but the implicit weight, it does not have conditions, and explicit weight it has conditions. And for implicit weight we may not create the object. For explicit weight we have to create the object. And for the implicit weight, for once we may use it in the script, it will be applicable for the whole script. And explicit weight we have to use and for the step by step process, and it is very time consuming process, explicit weight.
Okay, what is the difference between hard asset and soft asset?
Sir, hard asset is nothing but once we are running the test cases, while running the test cases, one of our test case execution step is failed, the further step it may not be taken in the hard asset, sir. And for in soft asset, once we are running the test cases, once the step of the same test case is failed, it will travel to the next step, sir. And here we have to use asset all method in soft asset. It is not required in hard assets.
Okay. What is meant by batch execution?
Batch execution is nothing but it is similar to the parallel execution. At a time, by clicking 3 or more classes, we can run at a time. By using control plus, we can click on the classes, and we can we have to create the pom.xml file, and by creating the suite, and in that suite we have to by running that suite we can bring the output of the batch execution, sir.
Okay, could you please explain the POM class designing?
Yes, sir. POM class designing is nothing but a page object module. Page object module is mainly used to decrease the length of the script, and by using the POM class we are creating our own utilities. By creating our own utilities, our own methods in hybrid frameworks, it is mainly helpful. And there are 3 set of rules to implement the POM class. One is declaration, implementation, and initialization. And in this we use find by annotation to remove the stale element reference exception. And in this we have method called as init element method, which is coming from page factory class. This is used to bring the always updated session IDs, sir.
Okay, Vikram, we'll get back to you.
Thank you, sir.